introduced, but Carolyne McIntyre-Jackson from Crave Cupcakes and Megan's. I'm not going to say your name right.
No S.
No. Szanik. I knew that. That's the experience. Brian Beck from Cococo Chocolatiers. Please join us up here, everyone. And do that.
Hello, everybody. Thanks very much, Wellington. I'll have to admit you're not our banker, but I can.
But he wants to be.
To get it out of the way at the beginning, I can say that when we bought the business in a bankruptcy, we paid back your secured debt. So we have helped out a bit. As obviously has been said, my name is Brian Beck. I'm the president of Cococo Chocolatiers. It's a bit of a tongue twister, and we know that. It's one of our brand challenges to get people to know who we are, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody wanted to ask a question or two about brand integrity or how you restore a brand that's been beaten up. Anyway, Cococo is a name that we gave to our business when we acquired it because we were stepping into a pretty well-known Calgary story, which is a story of a sort of a beloved local brand that had fallen into trouble and went bankrupt. I worked at that company 2003 to 2005 or so, and ran the business, and it was a bit of a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory story. I decided to get out after a couple of years, and when I came back, it was after obviously Calgary's Willy Wonka had left the building, and the Oompa Loompas were calling me back. It was a case of people inside the business that I'd gotten to know, and lots of customers around the country. We have 33 stores around Canada and a couple in the United States. And when the business fell into receivership, several of us, so I'm an entrepreneur in this story, I'm not the entrepreneur, got together to see what we could do. Much of this unfolded pretty publicly, as many of you would know. But we're 4 years past that now, and I can not possibly count the number of battle scars since then, apart from the obvious media issues right afterwards. More recently, and much more profoundly, we were completely destroyed by Calgary's flood in 2013. So you learn lots of things about a brand during years like that, and especially with a flood. And one of the things that I've often thought is that the brand that I am lucky enough to represent is one that is not owned by any particular person. I'm a little bit amused by the description of the fast growth champions from the standpoint of being the one who's up here from representing a business that came out of a receivership. I more or less went from 0 to 100 miles an hour in the blink of an eye. So fast growth in that sense, for sure. What you learn during the process, though, if you didn't already know it, is that a brand it's not a name, it's not a logo, it's not a particular person. It's a village, or in this case, it's Calgary's brand. And the reason we've gotten through these 4 years and are surging forward now is that we've got a real great team of, frankly, close friends and people who are passionate about our story, about our products, about our quality, and about Calgary, who work together. So a couple of years ago, when that flood hit, no phone calls were placed, people just showed up, and we had, within the first several hours of the flood hitting, probably about 50 people, friends, family, all sorts of people showing up, rescuing a business that by the time the emergency folk came along, we had already solved the problem and were moving forward. So here we are, getting ready to grow, getting ready to be fast growth. I guess we're looking at a lot of international work. We've kept all our stores. Not a single store went out of business, and we had 17 independent stores depending on us. Nobody lost their job, so we're pretty proud of that and pretty excited about what we've been able to do so far.